All right, and welcome to the SEO plus AI show. My name is Josh Bashinsky, and I'll be your host for today. With me, I have my co-host, Greg Bissani. Say hi there, Greg.
Hey guys, hey Josh, how are you?
I'm doing great, my friend. How are you today?
Doing well.
If you've never watched the SEO plus AI show before, we are the premier show for, you guessed it, SEO plus AI related content. Check out our previous videos, which we've shown a lot of secrets in ChatGPT, if I could use ChatGPT for SEO. We also have a premier AI-based tool, a next-generation AI-based tool, which is using actual intelligence in looking at how the AI works like an SEO consultant in our tool called AI Spy. And AI Spy is part of it. It's also called Keyword Spy. So today I want to take a look, and there's this new thing called MidJourney, if you've never seen it. And I'm going to share my screen here so you can see what I'm looking at. So I'm going to turn that off so I can't hear it. If you have any questions that you want to ask while we're live, please go and ask them here in the chat if you'd like to ask them. But MidJourney, what is MidJourney? Well, MidJourney is this thing that runs on Discord, of all places. And what they do is they produce gorgeous, beautiful imagery. Maybe not that one, but you could see you could do anything. You could do logos. You could do photo quality pictures. You can do icon ideas. You can just generate anything you want, and it's usually pretty. You can get it to be pretty jaw-droppingly gorgeous, as you can see here. Basically, the general idea is you generate something using a prompt. Now, this is all public stuff people are doing. You generate something using a prompt. And then if you wanted to upscale one of these or work on a version of one of these, you can do that. You could even do pencil drawings and stuff like that. And so it's pretty awesome. It's pretty gorgeous. If you take a look at these, these look pretty good to me. Greg, what do you think? Have you used MidJourney much? Oops. Have you used MidJourney much? What do you think about how well it works?
Yeah, I love it. I think it's actually trying to find out how you can become an investor in this company because I think it's definitely gonna be the winner in this space. Seems like they're so far ahead. And I actually got my daughter, who's very artistic, into it, and
Oh, yeah.
she's loving it. So yeah, it's great stuff. You got to spend time to learn how to use it properly, like any tool. So hopefully we can cover some of that today and give the folks some good ideas on how to use it, and maybe potentially use it in SEO, obviously, but use it to make some money on the side. I think you probably have some good ideas for that too. So that could be interesting to discuss. And so.
Yeah, for sure. I really liked what you said about looking to be an investor in it. I agree. And if I had any spare cash, I might think about doing that too. If and when they go public, I don't even think they're public yet. I don't even know you could invest, but yeah, this is by far. I've looked at all of them. This is by far the best art generator, text to art generator, and they're going to be moving out with movies soon, text to video. And if they're, basically video is nothing but a whole bunch of images. And so if you look at how gorgeous these images can be, how photo quality these can be, you definitely have the premier one right here. And not everything they generate is fantastic, but a lot of the stuff they generate is really, really good in the niche and what you want to do. And so the question is, how can you use this for SEO? Well, definitely you can use this to create images for your page. And in Underground SEO University, we've tested whether using MidJourney images in your page is a good thing. And if you want to learn about all the science of how we've tested using MidJourney images for SEO, go to, this is weird. Go to, definitely email me, joshbashinsky@gmail.com to get access to Underground SEO University for all the testing on all the background of whether you can use these things. Look at how high quality these photos are. Look at this. Like, it's really hard to tell this is not AI generated, right? This is the future. Look how high quality this image is. For like a blogging article on riding horses or something like that, or a fashion article. I mean, this is just I don't know what you guys think, but I think this is jaw-droppingly gorgeous. The whole thing, everything about it. So definitely, it's a good thing to watch out for. I think this is going to be, look, like, the prompt was a 26-year-old cowgirl named Susan from Texas. Like, you can use this just out of the box, kind of producing images for your website. That's one way you can use it, but there's other ways you can use this, right? So today I want to explore using the brilliance of how these models work. I want to use them to see if they can generate what your website mockup should look like. So I want to take a look at this, and I want to show you in Keyword Spy, our keyword tool, how you can use the tool to look at competitors, and then you could find the ones that have kind of the right website design that you're looking for in terms of what that EMQ needs. And then we can use MidJourney to make the best kind of amalgamation mockup of all those different website images, of those website mockups. We can take a look at all the website that the competitors have, and we can use those images in MidJourney to generate the absolute best website mockup. And so that's what we're going to be doing today.
Nice. Looking forward to that.
Yes. Okay, so just quickly before I do that, let's just check to see. Again, guys, for those of you who are watching, please, by all means, ask any questions in the SEO chat there on the right-hand side for those people who are watching live. And if you want to watch live, if you're watching a replay of this later on, make sure to like and subscribe on my channel, Josh Brzezinski, and click that little bell down there, and it'll always tell you when we're going live. Also, just as a little tidbit, let me share my screen again. If you saw me sharing this live, you were like, okay, how did Josh, let's say, for example, if you were looked on Twitter, you would have noticed on Twitter, I did this tweet live in 30 minutes. I did this right out of ChatGPT, and I did it to all of my social media. So if you don't know, ChatGPT, if you have the plugins alpha, I might be special. You may not be able to get access to this, so this might be a sneak preview of things to come. But see, I said send to Facebook and Twitter and Discord live in 1 hour, and I got the live link. I went to live streaming on YouTube, and then I clicked something around here. Where is it? Here. I clicked pop out dashboard, and then I clicked share, and it copied the actual URL the stream was going to go to. And then what I did is I went here to ChatGPT, I pasted it in, and I gave it I also pasted the title from here, which I did. I pasted it in, and I said live in 1 hour. And I said send to Facebook and Twitter and Discord, and it used Zapier, the Zapier plugin. And then I had to click this to review and confirm it, and I had to click this to review and confirm it, and it went to Facebook from here and went to Twitter from here, and I posted it onto Discord from here as well. I also later on decided to add in Reddit and a Facebook group, SEO Surfers, and I used Zapier to add those as well. So if you, so I just want a little extra tidbit. This is so good for managing your social media. You could be doing stuff. You could be working in ChatGPT, and you could just say, okay, send to Facebook, send this information to Twitter, send this result to Twitter that I've been working on. And the brilliance of ChatGPT can do that for you. I have the Zapier plugin enabled. I also have Wolfram Alpha, and I have another one enabled. If I go to new chat here, and I go to plugins, the plugin store, let's see what else they have available. Oh, they have Redfin for the housing market. They have Yabble, an automatic survey generation tool. Oh, okay, interesting. I'll add that. They have some kind of thing called Golden. They have Lowe's. So this is another thing we need to do. We need to figure out how to get plugins into ChatGPT. How do we get plugins into ChatGPT? That's the next thing we need to learn how to do. Look, they got.
They look like big name brands. I don't think they're letting in every.
No.
Mom.
No, they're definitely not letting in every mom and pop. But we have to figure out how can we get into this.
But the fact is it seems like, and Zapier is I think a public company. I could be wrong actually, but they're they're going to be like the middleman between this and
Yeah.
everything else. And so that if you want to invest in something, it would be that company.
Yeah.
Because if you're like a social media platform or something that, does this, it's like you just lost like 20% of your customers because you can literally do it in here.
Yep.
What do you need those Hootsuites anymore for?
Right.
So, I mean, there's much change to come.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is going to clear out Auto GPT. This is going to clear out Agent GPT. This is going to clear out Hootsuite. This is going to if they're just going to use Zapier, then Zapier suddenly became the hugest thing. I wonder if this then that will be added to this pretty soon, because Zapier is kind of the same kind of deal.
Yep.
So let's see. They got Shop for products, Instacart, Expedia, Trip Plans, Klarna Shopping, Yabble, automatic survey tool. I added that one. Portfolio Pilot, your AI investing guide, portfolio assessment recommendations. Oh, this is dangerous. I don't know. Okay, here's another. We're going to get to the MidJourney stuff in a second, guys. Keep watching, but I just want to show you guys this because this is so important. I've seen so many people go into ChatGPT and say, "Tell me what stock is going to be big." Okay, ChatGPT first off is frozen in 2021, so it's not up to date. And two, it doesn't know this, right? You can use ChatGPT for wisdom of crowd things. So if you're like, what is the general impression of the Red Sox? What is the general impression of Biden? What is the general impression of this or that? Well, you can't do it for politics because they'll shut it down. But what is the general impression of Google? And they will tell you the wisdom of crowds general impression across many different corpus, across many different pages, across the general opinion of people. You cannot ask ChatGPT, how do I invest my money? Or you cannot ask, and even if it gives, because it'll block the answer, and even if it does give you an answer, you do not want to go with the answer it gives you. You cannot ask ChatGPT, how do I do SEO? It will not give you a specialist. It cannot do specialist answers. It can only give you general answers. So this is interesting that if you add this Portfolio Pilot, it'll give you all the opinions according to Portfolio Pilot. So I have no idea how good Portfolio Pilot is as an AI investing guide of where they get their information from. If all Portfolio Pilot does is get answers from ChatGPT, then you've just got a big circle of ChatGPT asking Portfolio Pilot, which has some kind of jailbreak to get the information for ChatGPT, which brings it back to ChatGPT as all this thing's going to do. So guys, be very careful when using AI. If you're going to use a specialist AI like Keyword Spy for SEO, that's good. That's a specialist AI. If Portfolio Pilot is a specialist AI that has specialist information on portfolio assessment, recommendations, and finance questions, great, then you can use that. But dude, if you want to use Wolfram Alpha to get computation, math, and specialist curated knowledge for mathematical stuff and computation inside of ChatGPT, great, you can do that. But do not go to ChatGPT and think that it's a magic genie that has specialist information. It does not have specialist information. You can go to Bing search and get more specialist information based on a web page. But again, that's only as good as the web page that it finds, and Bing search sucks and is going to find you not always the greatest web page to get the information from. So I just wanted to make sure everybody who listens to this understands that. Let's just see what else we got here. We got one word. Check the availability of a domain and compare prices across registrars. Gift wrap and tasty. Well, that's interesting. Okay. I installed this. It's no good. I'll uninstall it. It doesn't really help you at all. Okay, great. All right. Well, anyway, so I just want to show you guys how I was able to do this live promotion right here from ChatGPT. I could just send it to my Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. I had set that up previously, and I just had those going out. And you guys, that's what a bunch of you guys saw who saw this, which is fantastic. And I also added underneath. I said, let's do it again, 30 minutes, and I just did it automatically again for Facebook, for the tweet, for the Discord, and then I said add Reddit and Facebook group SEO surfers, and it added that. And some of you guys in SEO surfers might have seen that post. So yeah, Greg, what do you think about that? I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I like the plugins. That's definitely, I think, interesting. I kind of like this golden one that has all this company data. So I want to play with that one more because I think that could be helpful. Doing some competitor research or just getting more data about your niche or companies in general. So that one seems pretty cool. But yeah, this is just the beginning, and I don't know. It's very interesting, and how to get in these plugins is definitely something we should look into because it's probably not off the table. I don't think you have to be like a mega brand. I think as long as you provide something that's useful and has some credibility behind it, you probably could get in.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see if we can get Keyword Spy in there. But okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're gonna find the amalgamated way to use MidJourney, and I'm going to show you a couple of tips and tricks for MidJourney of what we can do. So let's take a look at one thing here, and I'll share my screen again. Close that. Let's see if there's any questions, guys. So make sure if you have any questions, make sure to ask them here in the chat, and I'll get to them right now. Someone says, okay, thanks. You're welcome. Brat says, hello there, guys. Hello, Brat. We've seen you every time. Thanks for joining. Stephen, hi again. We've seen you every time too. Stephen says, you're trying to put your wife out of business. My wife used to do social media management stuff. She's moved on to do novel writing now. And she's working on cat training now. She's doing cat training, which is very interesting. But she used to do social media management. Yeah. I mean, kind of saw the writing on the wall, like this is coming where social media management is going to be done totally by an AI. And it's going to be an AI, and all the social media feeds are going to be eaten by AIs and read by AIs. AI is going to be reading about 30 or 40%. About 30 to 40% of social media engagement is going to be AI, and about 60 to 70% of social media posting is going to be AI. So it's going to be much AI talking to AI on the internet pretty soon. Jonathan says, where can we sign up for the features you're getting in ChatGPT? I have no idea, Jonathan. Definitely have to be a Plus member for sure. I'm a Plus member, and you just want to watch when OpenAI says, hey, we're doing something new. I'm signed up to a lot of OpenAI stuff, like here. There's ChatGPT prompt engineering. I'm signed up for this. Also, I'm signed up for OpenAI's Discord. You can get a lot of announcements here as well. So that's where I would go and look for the new stuff, for sure. And OpenAI is a public forum here on Discord, so you can get signed up for that. And I'll go back to MidJourney here because that's what I'll be talking about in a second. That's great. There we go. There's a weird elephant woman. Awesome. Oh, look at this troll. Neat. Look at that. You can do all kind of stuff in this thing. It's fantastic. Steven says, have you seen that Keywords Everywhere Chrome extension works with Chat OpenAI with some prompts? Yeah, I've seen that. I would be very careful with all. I've done a review on here on the show, and I've taken a look at the all the Chrome extensions they have for SEO. Guys, they all suck. They are all terrible. You do not want to use the Chrome extensions for SEO. They are literally the bottom of the barrel. And AI PRM is sadly the bottom of the barrel. Like I said, you can't just go in here and say, tell me how to do SEO. You can't do any of this here. It'll be the most basic garbage. Suggestions possible. If you want to do SEO, you need to get into Keyword Spy. You need to use Keyword Spy for SEO. An advanced AI tool that is specifically for SEO is what you want to do. And I don't want to make the whole thing a sales pitch for Keyword Spy. Just if you want to try Keyword Spy for free for 2 weeks, go to trykeywordspy.com and you could try it free for 2 weeks. We find all of the on-page for your SEO. We do all the on-page you want for your SEO. We actually we do all these different tests, and we build out actual models for the RankBrain AI, for neural matching, for BERT, for Helpful, for Review. All of the AIs that Google actually does, we build a model for you. And you can also do keyword, you can edit it here in the editor, And you can also go to keyword discovery, and you can search for all of the best niches in Keyword Spy. You could find the niches that have the absolute most return on investment in terms of them having the best money behind them and traffic. And you could actually do the keyword difficulty. You could check how difficult each one is here. We do the absolute best keyword difficulty monitoring. I'll have tons more videos coming out for Keyword Spy soon. And it'll actually tell you what it'll pick a spot. It'll say, here's the one. This is the actual easiest one for this keyword, for this EMQ to take. And you could plan your strategy based on that. It's next level AI stuff that no one else even comes close to having. You can get rid of your SEMrush account. You can get rid of your Ahrefs account. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that. But I don't want to make the whole thing a sales pitch. Just go to trykeywordspy.com. We've got tons of tutorials there of how it works, and I'll be adding more tutorials soon. That's not. I don't want to make the whole thing an advertisement for Keyword Spy, but it is hands down the best on-page and keyword niche discovery and competitor analysis discovery AI tool on the market, hands down. It's the next generation tool. Stephen says, I just signed up for Plus right now. That's awesome, Stephen. That's great. I would sign up for it. Jonathan says, I'm signed up for Plus. I just haven't seen the features like browse and plugin yet, but the Plus membership is worth it for GPT-4. I would agree. Stephen says, Keyword Spy does keyword stuff. I didn't even know. Yes, it does all the research that you need for keyword discovery and competitive analysis on competitors. And also, of course, it does all your on-page for you. It chooses all your keywords for you with all of the research from Underground SEO University baked in behind it. So, Keyword Spy is offline at the moment, unfortunately. You want to go to trykeywordspy.com. It's not keywordspy.com. It's trykeywordspy.com is where you want to go. Yeah, we need to buy keywordspy.com.
Yeah, that's not the first time someone's brought that up.
Yeah, it is what we need to do there. I'm sure 30% of people are just going to Keyword Spy. No, it's trykeywordspy.com is the URL. Yeah. Again, really good AI tool, really good SEO behind it. Everything else is a little rough around the edges, but that's how you know. That's where we spent the time. We spent the time in the research behind the tool and the AI in the tool and the SEO in the tool. Guaranteed to be the best tool to boost you as we move forward. Okay, so let's look at it now. Let's look at, okay, so if I wanted to look at a new keyword here, like digital signage software, it's just an EMQ I chose. How would I, if I wanted to get MidJourney to generate a design for me, you can see like it's easy enough to get like an image you would put in your page, but what if I want to make a web page design out of this? Can MidJourney do it? And the answer is yes, it can definitely do it. So I'm going to go to my private MidJourney here, which is my private conversation with the MidJourney bot. And please excuse all my other images here. You can see this is what I've been trying to do here. Please excuse the nerdy images I have in here for my Dungeons and Dragons sessions. Let me move this out of the way. Perfect. Okay. So I could just say, imagine the best web page design mockup 2D best converting web page for the topic of, and I'll just copy and paste from here. Digital signage software. Yeah, it could do it. And you see the MidJourney bot goes, okay, I use the imagine command. And so what now it's going to do is going to generate the 4 top images it thinks for the best web page design mockup, 2 dimensions for the best converting web page for the topic of digital signage software. And you might be like, okay, great. So I used an AI that is based on general data to give me some information. And the answer is no, that's not the best way to do it. It might take a while here to generate this. Depends how busy MidJourney is right now. As you can see, there's a lot of people using it. If I go back to the MidJourney bot, like look at all these general channels here. These are all people using it currently. to generate stuff. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of people on here right now generating a ton of images. Oh, look at this one. Wow. Look at this really cool Japanimation somebody did. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, like, this is the most gorgeous one on the market. You should be using this one if you're not using it. It can generate just mouth-wateringly, eye-droppingly great images out of this thing. Let's see where we are on its generation here. Still waiting to start. So it's like, yeah, this can generate it out. This can make a web page design mock-up for you. The question is, and this probably won't make it go any faster if I go into MidJourney and do this. But this will be super annoying to do it. But if I go imagine, I could do it here too. And that got put into the present queue here somewhere. And if you got the public version, you got to put up with this. You have to go into here and start seeing all the different images people are doing and watch for yours in here somewhere. You can also go to, if you're in Discord, you can click on your inbox and you could see your unreads as well. And you can see what people have messaged to you recently or your mentions. And so here, the bot came up a little faster. And you can see it generated some images, not the greatest. Still waiting to start here. That's weird. So fine, I'll go back to MidJourney. And so here we go. So the actual public one did it faster. That's neat. And I'll move this over here. And I'll move this up here. So you could see it generated this. And it didn't come up with a mock-up. It didn't come up with a mock-up at all, which is interesting. So it would work better, actually, if I actually give it examples of what I want it to look like. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go in here into Keyword Spy. And I could do it in DOM Vector. I could also do it in Competitors. I'm going to click Competitors. I'm going to see the more or less the top 10, as many as we could scrape. And it's just quickly just showing you what you're seeing here. Keyword Spy gives you, just at a glance, a lot of different things to see how many, the count of H2s and H1s they're using, H3s they're using. So they all use H3s. Interesting. A lot of them use H4s as well. So you should consider that in your content when you're creating it. You can also see the words that are using on average in this ones. And we can also check to see their exact match if they're using digital signage software in their H1s. Only 3 have exact match in the H1s and only 3 have it in the H2s. So I definitely would be leery about using exact match in the H2s at the very least, the H3s. You can also see the page words and you can go, okay, the average is 1200, but I would even aim on the lower side. I would be more around 800 or 900 is what I would use for content here. Because we have some outliers which are kind of wrecking the stats. So I would actually look at this and I would say, oh, one's 13, so this is really weird. I would go around the 800 or 900 mark is what I would do for the content I would be generating. But that's not what I want to look at right now. What I want to look at actually is I want to click on all these and I want to get the, open this in a new tab. I want to open this in a new tab. I want to open this in a new tab. Open this in a new tab. I want to open this in a new tab. And I want to open this in a new tab. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these. I'll just move these to a new window here to make it easy. Okay, so I've got these all opened in a new window. I'm going to close this, close this. Okay, so this is what we got here for digital signage software, what the EMQ has. I'm just going to try to get rid of this. Okay, you can press F11 here, and I can get them all full screened. Okay? So I went into Keyword Spy, and I opened them all up, and I got them all in a new window, and I hit F11 to get them all in a new screen. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I need to get all of these images into MidJourney. So I'm going to do Control Windows S, and I'm going to take a screenshot of this design, and I'm going to go over here to MidJourney, to my private MidJourney here, and I'm going to go Control V, and I'm going to paste that in because I need to get all the URLs into MidJourney. Then I'm going to close this one, and I say, okay, here's the next one, and I'm going to get rid of this cookies, get rid of this, and I wouldn't have this in the way, obviously, because I'm sharing my screen through. I'm sharing my screen through. I'm sharing my screen here through Zoom, obviously. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close this down here too so we don't see it. And I'll take this design, and I'll take this, and then I'll go back to Discord, my conversation with MidJourney. And if I have the public account, I can paste these in here, and people are just going to have to put up with it who are watching. That's fine. Then I'm going to go back here, close this one. Now I'm going to take this, and it's the same process of just copying and pasting the kind of the front-facing template. I'll paste this in here, and I'll get rid of this one, and I'll take this one. I'll say, oh, look, okay, great. I'll take this whole thing, and I go to MidJourney, and I paste this in here. Okay, so what I would do, I would paste 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do all of them. It's not that hard. Then I'm going to take this one. I have a contact us form down here. And so I'm getting the best example of the actual designs that my competitors are using. And I'm going to take, heck, I'm just going to do print screen here, go into here, Control V, go back here, Control W, and now I'm going to take this, get this, put this in here, Control V. Okay, that's all of them. Okay, so now I've gotten all my competitors, or I've gotten a whole bunch of them. I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's good. Seven's good to make an amalgamation. Okay? Now what I want to do is I need to get the image links for all of these. I need to get the image links for all these. So I right-click in Discord and I say copy link. Right-click, 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 copy link. And finally, right-click, copy link. Okay. And now what I want to do is I want to go /imagine, and I want to paste all these in. So I'm going to do this one, space. This one, space. So that was the second one from the bottom, third one from the bottom, space. So I did 1, 2, 3, fourth one from the bottom, space. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one from the bottom, space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's Discords where these images are being saved?
Yeah.
Okay. But you could feed it any URL of
No, it has to be in Discord.
Has to be in Discord.
Has to be in Discord system. So that was the sixth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I need to do the last one, the seventh one. Boom. Then I say web page mockup full screen to 2D. And I could just see what it comes up with. I could also give it here an image. I could also give it an image weight. I could say, be very close to these images. So I'll put a 1 to tell it to be very close. 2 is the maximum. I'm going to say 1. I want it to be a little bit, have a little bit of leeway as to what it does. And I can do minus aspect ratio, and I can say 8:2. So I want it to be really tall and not that wide. So it's going to give me kind of a tall infographic style thing is what I could do, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to save that to do that later. I'm just going to see what it gives me when I say web page mockup full screen 2D. And unless I've done something wrong here, it's going to take all 7 images. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to amalgamate that into a web page mockup, full screen, 2D. And I have my standard switches, version 5, style 250, quickness ×2. And so it's going to take a while to generate this. And so it's really neat what's going to happen. It's going to take all the information of this, like a facial recognition software. It's going to take all the information of these different pages, and it's going to put all these different pages together in a website mockup. And you can see what it did is it did kind of the same thing. It's going to give me a picture of a page, and it's going to have the website mockup on a page. And if you want to send that to a client and say, this is what it's going to look like on a screen, that might be a really cool way of doing it, right? So it's almost done computing. And drum roll, we'll see what we get. And while it's generating here, I'm going to go back and see if you guys have any questions you want me to answer. Stephen says, you know you're at the right place when you see Josh's face. Thanks, Stephen. I appreciate that. Urain says, howdy. Hey, guys. Hey, Urain. How you doing? Urain asks, any tips other than waiting for GPT-4 API access? It's been 2 months. Yeah, sadly, you just need to wait. I told him I'm an academic, and I use my academic credentials. And so that got me into OpenAI a little faster. That might help you. That's a kind of a pro tip. That might help you get into OpenAI a little faster. Urain says, what extension is that? The copy-paste one. Do you mean this? This clipboard? That's Windows key V for the clipboard in Windows, if that's what you mean. Yeah, and and so he answers, that's what it is. Thanks, Attila, for answering. It's the clipboard history. It's default in Windows. What is that in Mac? Do you know what that is in Mac, Greg? Do you have a clipboard history you can look at? Is it Command V?
I've never used it. Like I've seen you demo that. I don't know how to do that on Mac, honestly.
I'm sure Bing Chat will tell you if you ask Bing Chat. Okay, let's go back to oh, look at this. Ooh, neat. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, these are the different mock-ups it came up with, and these are amalgamate. These look like the designs we had. These are good amalgamations of the design that we had, and it put it all sexy on a Mac here. So you could send that to your client. You could be like, okay, this is what the website mock-up could look like on your Macintosh. Just look at that. Boom. You could just send these right to your client. And you're like, well, how would I send that, Josh? Well, you could just go open link, and here's the image on the Discord server. You could just send all 4 of these and say, which one do you like better? If you want to send it how it looks on the laptop, on the Mac screen, you could say, which one do you like better? Do you like this one, 1, 2, 3, or 4? You could say which one they like better, and you can give them options. And then you could also do this. You could be like, if you like a different one, you could do variations. You could do versions on 1, 2, 3, 4, or you could upscale 1 to 2, 3, 4. You could be like, oh, I like number 2 best. We'll upscale number 2, and quite immediately you will get a high definition mock-up here of the nice apartment with the Macintosh and how it could look for, again, whatever the EMQ was. And if you're like, oh, I like that one, but I want to do variations of it, so you'd be like, okay, here, make variations, submit. And it'll start making variations of this specific image. It'll remix the image with the previous prompt that we were doing. You could also be like, oh, I could upscale any one of these ones I want. Or I could just say, just give me new versions, just new variations, submit it, please. And it'll submit them. It might have said, hey, you've got too many going right now. It might have said that. No, here it's doing variations of the previous one. You see it's not quite done yet. So I just sit back, take a sip of my beer or whatever else is in here. Is it beer? Is it not? Who knows? Okay, neat. So it redid the variation I did here. And you see how they're like this is the design you want to look for here. This is the kind of design we want to do, and it changed the left bar. You see, but it's the amount. It's not just guessing. This is specialist knowledge because it's using the 10 images, the 7 images that we put in here. It's using all of these to come up with the design, and these are all the winners of your top 10 competitors. And so in Underground SEO University, we know all about this, and cough, cough, maybe it's important to do this, cough, cough. Just saying, join Underground SEO University to find the secret information behind why we think this is so important to do this. Okay, and the other one's finished now. This is the other variations it gave me. Look at this. It came up with different designs here. If your client wants a different design, and a lot of the designs looked like this. I think this looks really great. I think these are pretty gorgeous, and I love how it doesn't do the text. It puts the lorem ipsum kind of text in it automatically. I love that actually.
Yeah, so, it's got a variety of layout variations. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's looking pretty sexy. I think this looks really good. I think you could just send this to your client. And how long did it take you? How long did it take you to fire up Photoshop and do this? Did it take you hours like it used to take you? No, it took you 5 effing minutes. It took you actually 1 minute. It took you 1 minute to go to Keyword Spy, right click this in a new tab or a new window, copy and paste them all here into Discord, copy and paste them all, and then use them all in a prompt. It took you 1 minute to do it. You send that to your client and say, is this good enough? So here's a way to make money fast, guys. I do website mock-up design. I just send you the image. I don't do the actual cutting up of the thing. Go onto Fiverr, go onto Upwork, charge $74 to do a website mock-up. It takes you 1 minute. Do 10 of those an hour, make $740 an hour, work for 5 hours, go and live on the beach for the rest of the time. How's that grab you? People say AI will take your jobs. No, AI will make you live like a king if you know how to do this properly. You can live on a beach looking at girls in bikinis, and you did this for 10 minutes out of an hour. The other 50 hours, talk to hot girls, drink beer, go back, do 10 more, $74 each. That's $740, right? 74 times 10 is 740. Yeah, that's your second hour. You made $1,400 today, US. Rinse, repeat. Do this now before everyone realizes you can do this. And make money, son, hand over fist. And then talk to hot girls in bikinis. Or guys, if that's your thing, whatever. I'm not judging. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think of this in the chat. And I'll show you how we can modify this to get better website mockups out of it. Although I don't mind how it puts it on a sexy Mac screen and kind of shows the client what it'll look like. Ooh, this is beautiful, perfect sales bait for the client. Tell me what you guys think in the chat. Greg, what do you think about this?
I think it's great. I already looked up. We can take those top 10 URLs and plug it in and get screenshots. And just offer that as like another tab where you can just download those screenshots. And that's why I asked about, does it have to be in Discord? So you would have to manually upload those files, but we could get those files like, in the tab you were looking at, get that easy access, 10 files to quickly upload to Discord to cut, the work down from 1 minute to 30 seconds.
Yeah, or we can build that, extract this through Zapier extract this through Zapier to whatever you want. We could just put a Zapier plugin into Keyword Spy and exact the competitors, and it'll say it could. But how we would have to take a screenshot.
Yeah, I have an API that does the screenshot.
So there you go.
So once we have the image, that's why I had asked, does it have to be up on the CDN of Discord? And you said yes.
Yes, it does. Yeah, but Zapier could put it there for you.
Zapier could put it up for you. Discord probably has an API.
Yeah.
MidJourney does not, but we just need the Discord API to load those files, and then the prompt, you'd have to write the prompt and be done. Like, actually, it could be all done in Keyword Spy. We could write the prompt for you to make this even less work and less to think about, less to get wrong. More importantly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, let us know if people like this and they're doing well with it. We can definitely get this in.
Yeah. So if anybody out there needs to make money fast, go on to Fiverr, go on to Upwork, say, hey, I will do website mockups for you. I will send you the as many different variations as you want. $74. Thank you very much. Payment up front. You say, what's your EMQ or what websites do you like? Send me the images. You take the images, you put them in, or if they send you the images, even faster for you, put them in Discord. Web page mockup, full screen, 2D, bingo, bango, bongo. Send this to them. I would save image as and I would open the link here, then save this image as, and don't send them to Discord CDN, but send them to Discord CDN if you want. And if they realize what you're doing, they're like, oh, you're using MidJourney for this. Be like, yeah, whatever. Just keep going. Whatever, dude. AI, if you know how to use AI properly, you are going to make so much money doing this. Okay. So you guys, let me know what questions you have about this. Jonathan says it would be even better with full page screenshots. Yeah. Okay. So let me show you how to do that now. That's easy enough to do. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here and I'm going to say redo this, but I have remix turned on. So I have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And I'm going to say, okay, minus image weight 2, minus aspect ratio 8:2. And now what it's going to do, unless I have a mistake, is it's going to probably be a full screen web page mockup, much more like these images I sent it here, which is a full screen web page mockup. And it will be based not on its thoughts of what should be done for a web page mockup. It'll be done much more closely because I set the image weight to maximum too. It's going to, the image weight in the prompt in terms of the text is weighed way higher. So this image is weighed, and this image is weighed way higher. And so now it should do something much closer to what we wanted it. Oh no, I wanted 2 to 8, not 8 2. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you make a mistake, what you can do is just copy it and get it going again. If you see it coming in a mistake, you're like, okay, never mind. I wanted 2 8 is what I wanted. Sorry. Boom. So I did this too wide. And it's probably part of the reason why it's not quite what I want either. Yeah, 8:2 is too wide. So now it's like, oh, you want to put the cell phone in there? Like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? No, I don't want the cell phone in there. No. I want these ones, which look more like an infographic. And if that doesn't work, there's another thing I'll show you how to get it to do what you want it to do. And getting in MidJourney early is a really good idea because MidJourney is finicky as fuck. The prompting system is way more finicky. The prompting system is Although they just recently did put out an update, an announcement, I noticed that with version 5.1, it's more opinionated, and if you're not in raw mode, you can use more accuracy to text prompts. So version 5.1 might be even better, but I haven't switched over to it yet. They are very serious in getting this to being like the best, absolute best text to image generator. So if I open this up, okay, so, oh, weird. It cut it off.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's weird. Let me remix this and say
the ratios are off or something.
Yeah, I'll get rid of the aspect ratios. I'll just say that. So this is a great example of why you need to play with this, why you need to come in and play with it to get just what you want to come out of it. And then it'll be different with every version. Version 4 worked a little differently, and version 5 works a little differently than version 5.1. I can even remix this and say version 5.1. See if that works. So guys, whatever questions you have of how to use this, how to make money with this, ask them in the chat. And any final questions you have, please ask them in the chat, and we'll be shutting down this thing. But just look how gorgeous this is. Look how well it comes up with these web page kind of mock-ups here. I think this works pretty darn well. Even if you have to play with it a bit just to kind of get it to be kind of what you want here. Here's another example of the web page mockup. Here's another example of it. Here's another example of it. I think some of these are pretty darn good. The aspect ratio 2:8 cut it off again, which is interesting. A little bit of playing with it will get it to look how you want it. But it will be much faster than actually designing this in Photoshop or Illustrator, whatever you use. So yeah, it cut it off a little bit. But it is giving the designs here that were very, very similar, and similar to the colors too. It uses the same colors, of course. So let me redo this, and let me say the aspect ratio is going to be 3.5 maybe. Make sure you ask any questions you have in the Discord, not in the Discord, in the chat here, guys. Jonathan says the full page screenshots entered as a source. He means what would be better? Yeah. If you gave full page screenshots, it might be a little bit better. The way I cut it off might be throwing it off slightly. You play with it a little bit to get it just quite the way you want it. Urain says, let's see some good logo prompts. Yeah, we could do that too. Pick me a niche, Urain. Pick me a niche or an EMQ you want a logo for, or a type of business you want a logo for, and I could try doing this as well. Oh, here we go. Okay, this worked better. So this will be done in a couple seconds. Any final questions there, guys? Please put them in the chat in YouTube, and we will get to them. Again, remember to like and subscribe and click the bell so you can watch this live and ask questions if you want to do so. Yeah, here we go. Here, this is better. So here are the design mock-ups. Here's the top one, top left one. This is a good one. Here's another good one. And they put it on kind of on a Mac screen for you. Here's the bottom one, which is good. Starts here and goes down. Look at this one here. That's great. Or this one here looks good too. Look at that. Nice big hero image with the buttons and then the options.
That looks like an actual web page. That's amazing.
Yeah. This looks like a web page. This looks like a web page too. This looks like a web page, and so does this one. This one. And so what you can do here, if you're like, okay, now I've nailed what I want, you can say, show me a version of 1, a version of 3, a version of 3, a version of 1, and show me another version of 4. And you could drill down on those ones and be like, okay, good. And that's going to show you better ones of this one here, this one here, and this one here on the right side. This looks like a great web page. And remember, it is taking the colors and the art, and the amalgamation is coming from the actual EMQ competitors that we wanted to work with. Based again here, here's some different variations. Yeah, they're looking good here. And remember, this comes from the actual competitors I pasted in. So this is using the same kind of facial recognition software to get the actual design of what you actually want to look like from the competitors. They're kind of taking from this one. They're taking from this one, which is really interesting here. So here's some different ones that came out. I think they're all looking pretty good. This is a different one than this one. This one looks different. These two look very similar. Here's these ones here. They look a little different. These ones here are a little different. And if you liked any of these, you could be like, okay, upscale this one. And the upscales come pretty quickly. And you could say, okay, client, here you go. Boom. Here's your mock-up based on the competitors. This is what I recommend. Here's my thank you. Thank you. If you want another one, it's another $74. Or more additional ones are only $14. And they'll be like, okay, I'll pay for another one, $14. Additional ones are $4. They might pay for 10 extra ones. You make an extra $40 from that user. You can make an AI to do all this, and it just does it automatically, and you just make money on autopilot. That's coming too. So, all right, guys, if you have any final questions, ask me what you want to do. Attila says, you have to tinker with it to get the best output out of it, usually, yeah, and get used to it. Yeah, you're right. Urain says, lawyer that only represents coffee shops. Okay. So, imagine a business logo for a lawyer that only represents coffee shops. And so we'll see how long that takes. I can go here into MidJourney and do it in here as well. And jump to present. Go here to mentions. So we'll see which one's done first. Now, saying they only represent coffee shops might throw it off a bit. Look at the Star Wars one here. Look how fast people are going through this. That's how fast people are entering prompts here. Look at that. Look how good that photo is. So it really is focusing on coffee shop, which I was afraid it was going to do. This one here is done. Yeah, but these are pretty good. And so I got more generated faster. This one is pretty good. There's a pretty good logo for you. And if you just want to see variations, you just say, okay, keep going, variations. Just looking for a lawyer. I want it to be hip, stylish, and if you're like, Josh, how are you beginning to remix it? Go to settings, and you can select all the different versions you want here, all the quality you want, and remix mode allows you to retype it in for the remix mode. So here is this one we got out of MidJourney, the public. Here it is generating on my private. I don't know. What do you think? And if I'm like, I just want this one, I want to get rid of the. Like I just want this one. I want to get rid of the remix idea, and go imagine, boom, and I can go back to here and jump to this. Go back to here and get multiple ones going at once. It's the Mandalorian. Holy crap. That's pretty nuts. Look at the quality of that. Writing an article about the Mandalorian. You don't need to pick a screenshot, just generate a new one. Okay, so this one's generating here. This one's generating here. Which one do you like more? So this is what it wants to do for a business logo for a lawyer.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah, given that I didn't have to spend any money for that, I'll take it.
These logo makers have been out for years.
Yeah, yeah, this is true. That's true.
But now you can sort of do this at relatively no cost, I think.
Yeah. And you just send this to your client and say, okay, which one do you like? And I love how it puts it on stuff so they can see what it looks like on stuff. I actually like how it does that out of the box. All right, folks. So thank you very much for listening and watching. Any final questions here? You have about 10 seconds to ask them because it takes a while to get them out. Urain says, public is only using version 4, right? Not 5. That's why yours is better. Yes. But it's only like $90 to sign up for the year. I would get in on ChatGPT Plus, and I would get in on MidJourney Professional, in my opinion. Any more questions there, guys? Make sure you ask them. Thanks for watching as well. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any future topics you want us to talk about, or if you have any other SEO questions about Keyword Spy or about Underground SEO University, email me at joshpaczynski@gmail.com. I'll be happy to help you out. Attila says, thanks for all the awesome info. You're welcome, Attila. It's our pleasure. All right, folks. So thanks very much again. Thank you very much again for listening. Thanks for watching. Greg, do you have any final comments you want to make for the folks who are watching before we sign off?
No, thanks for joining. We'll definitely be sending out some updates with the Keyword Spy, and send us some updates on your MidJourney experiences, because we definitely love to see how others use it, because you guys have great ideas, and we'd love to hear how you do with it. So
yeah, keep us advised on your MidJourney.
No pun intended. Yeah, it's a great company. They seem to be far advanced in terms of the text to image, and like Josh said, text to video is wow. I can't imagine how that's going to be. So exciting stuff. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, that's right around the corner. And some of those updates, Greg is soft selling it. Some of those updates are just unbelievably good, guys. We're going to have a heat score. So we're going to actually have a dial in Keyword Spy that shows you how helpful, how much experience, how much expertise, how much authority, and how much trust you're demonstrating in your content, which no other SEO is even conceived of doing, never mind having an AI tool that does it. So that's coming up very soon, guys. So make sure to watch for that. All right. Well, this is it from the SEO Plus AI show. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you next time. And now I will fumble around my